You all should be getting a packet or have gotten a packet, a consecration packet. In there is the book. I'm going to be putting some of the images on the screen of the pages of the book, but it's not going to be easy to read. So if you want to pull that out and follow along, I'd invite you to do so. Oh, how I would have loved to have this years ago when Nick and I were first introduced to the idea of family consecration. To be sure, we shared bits and pieces of consecration with our children in their younger years, but it could have been so much better if we had this wonderful little tool that simplifies and connects all of the dots and makes family consecration so easy to understand and to do. So I'm going to take the next few minutes to walk you through the book. As you can see, the cover of the book has this beautiful portrait of the Holy Family of Fatima that Greg spoke about yesterday. This special image of the Holy Family that is centered on the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary was commissioned by our founder, Jerry Conacher. It depicts a vision that the children of Fatima saw during the final apparition on October 13th, 1917. In 2001, after being granted permission by then Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, Mr. Conacher actually met with Sister Lucia, one of the children of Fatima, and presented this portrait to her. She said that it's the best that a human could do. The portrait is really rich in meaning and symbolism, and it's further explained on pages 33 and 34. On the next page, I want to point out the Nihil Obstat and the Imprimatur, designations which ensure that these materials are free of any doctrinal or moral error. Also, the book was theologically approved and reviewed by Dr. Regis Martin at Franciscan University. On page 3 is a well laid out table of contents, which is a quick find guide to everything in the book. I'd just like to quickly mention that not only can you use the book to make your personal family consecration, but the book can be used for an entire parish to make a consecration as well. And that information is found on pages 30 through 32. Page 5 is a concise, shareable explanation of why family consecration is important. We all know what's going on in the world today. Consecration is the answer. Page 6 discusses enthroning the beautiful image of the Holy Family in a place of honor in your home at the completion of your preparation, as you commit to making the Sacred Heart of Jesus the King of your hearts and the center of your personal and family life. Preparing for and choosing an appropriate time for your consecration is reviewed on page 7. So for the week that you're preparing to make your consecration, I would actually ask you to schedule it into each and every day, right? I would encourage you to do that. Schedule it in and try to do it at the same time each day if possible. A good time might be right before dinner or right after dinner or maybe right before your nighttime prayers. Most days take only 20 to 30 minutes or even less. Ideas for using the book and setting up your family altar are found on page 8. So each day of the preparation period, you'll actually add something new to your family altar. As a mom who likes to be somewhat organized, one of my favorite features of this book is found on page 9. It gives a complete checklist of everything you'll need for the preparation period and even your consecration day. A quick glance at the list will show that all of these items are available in most Catholic homes. The consecration packet that you have received this morning has all the items that say in parentheses, included in kit, except for the rosaries. But if you'd like to purchase an upgrade, maybe you'd like a nicer portrait or a nice statue or a fancier certificate, you can get those in the back in the bookstore. Page 10 begins day 1 of the 7-day preparation for consecration to the Holy Family. As you can see, everything is laid out for you. Just follow the numbers. Day 1 is all about the importance of the family, the domestic church, the basic building block of society. The family is a community of life and love where we learn about God, receive the light of Christ, and develop our identities as sons and daughters of God. So I'll zoom in here. You can see number 1 is just simply making the sign of the cross, and there's a short prayer. Number 2, there's just a short little reading. In this case, there's a couple of excerpts from Familiaris Consortio and also from Gaudium et Spes. And number 3 is actually a hands-on activity. So most days have a hands-on activity, and that's really part of the beauty of this book. So on this day, you're going to make a family tree. There's also some questions there under number 3 to engage your family in while you're doing your project. And then number 4 is just a short little prayer again. And at the bottom of the page, I don't know if you can see that, there's an excerpt from the Catechism. So most days have either that or a quote from a pope or a saint to give a little more enrichment. So all the days follow that same basic pattern. Some days have a few more numbers, a few more steps, but it's all that same basic pattern. My friends Patrick and Alicia recently did this with their family. Their kids are 5, 3, and 1, and they really appreciated how it involved the kids, how the activities kind of drew them in, and they appreciated that they had some new things to start conversations with their kids about. My friend Suzanne and John, they did it with their family. They have 10 kids ranging in age from young adults to 8 years old. Suzanne said that using this book was a wonderful way to do a family consecration. She said that it keeps all members of the family engaged, body, mind, and spirit. It's not just about occupying the little ones with coloring while the older ones have a conversation or read something. She told me that this is the best consecration for kids. But the truth is, we all could use a reminder, and that's the beauty of this little tool. It's simple. It breaks consecration down into the foundation, the fundamentals. It does a great job explaining what consecration is. So the truth is, we could all use a reminder about that. I would encourage you all to use the book to make or renew your family consecration and to share it with others. If you've ever gotten home from Catholic Family Land and you've tried to explain, the message of consecration to people, it might have been difficult. This tool makes it so much easier. You can buy extra copies of the book back there in the bookstore, but you can also download the book from our website at afc.org. It's in the portal. And you can share it with your friends electronically. It's a great little tool. Of course, the longer-term goal is for each of you and your children to consecrate yourselves to Jesus through Mary in union with St. Joseph, using one of several great resources like St. Louis de Montfort's 33-day preparation for total consecration, or Father Michael Gately's 33 Days to Morning Glory, or my personal favorite, the AFC's 40-day preparation for total consecration book. And to use the all four prayer to renew your consecration each and every day. We'd also like to encourage you and to challenge you to live your consecration, because the truth is that's much harder than making it. So if you've made a consecration in the past, I know I probably fell into this boat long ago, that, okay, this was kind of my insurance thing. We did it, we tucked it in our pocket, forgot about it, right? But the challenge is growing in and living your consecration. So the next few pages of the book have suggestions for living out your family consecration in a very real and practical way, as family consecration is really a joyful, balanced way of life, as Greg said yesterday in his talk. The Messy Family Project, there are 5 elements of growing your family culture presented by the Hernans on Monday, overlap and dovetail nicely with our 7 keys to God-centered family living, found on pages 27 and 28. There, each key is explained, and there's even a reference under each key for you to go deeper and to learn more.